Hey everybody, John DeYoung here, and today we're talking about age-related muscle decline. Research indicates that people lose an average of 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every 10 years after turning 30, with this rate increasing at 60 years of age and beyond. This is referred to as sarcApenia. Now also bone density tends to decrease as well as we get older. Now, is there something you could do to slow or stop this, or is it unavoidably inevitable? Well, the good answer is not only can you stop muscle loss, but you can also add lean muscle mass well into your 70s and beyond, but you actually have to do it and do it regularly, and the it is strength training. Now, strength training helps stop age-related muscle decline, that is for as long as the person continues to lift weights. Now, as you get older, starting as early as your 30s, you begin to lose muscle mass, but at first it happens so slowly that you don't even notice it. However, as the years pass, the loss of muscle mass accelerates. As if that wasn't enough, you start losing strength even faster than you lose muscle. And then fat begins to infiltrate your muscles. So you can actually feel it. I can feel, I'm 58. Now as I contract my tricep, I used to be able to, it was harder. I mean, my triceps, I definitely feel a little layer of fat kind of infiltrating my muscles. So also a couple of things change as you get older. And the first being recovery. You probably don't recover from a workout as fast as you used to when you were younger. I experienced that. I see that. Second is hormones. Your anabolic hormones aren't the same as what they used to be. Now, as we age, the hormones that control our muscle mass, like growth hormones and testosterone, they all decrease. And there are things you can do to slow this process down, and one of them is living a healthy lifestyle. Now, poor health accelerates decline. It's really important to remember that. Exercise, including strength training and a good diet, are essential parts of that healthy lifestyle. Next, anabolic resistance. Now that changes when you get older. When you're younger, you stimulate muscle protein synthesis, the rate at which your body creates new muscle. That's what that is. But every time you eat protein and lift weights, now as you get older, sometimes around 50, your muscles start to respond less to training and less to eating. So you still build muscle, but not quite as much as before. This phenomenon is called anabolic resistance, and inactivity and systemic inflammation are two likely culprits. Now, fortunately, it's not too hard to counter these age-related effects. A healthy lifestyle, which includes lifting weights, that takes care of the inactivity part, and physical activity is one of the best ways to combat age-related inflammation. So combine that with an increased amount of protein, properly timed with workouts, and you're good to go. In other words, yes, building muscle is a bit trickier after 50 compared to, say, 25, but challenges are meant to be overcome, and both anecdotal and scientific evidence shows that you can build muscle and get great results after 50, 60, 70, and so on, all right? So as far as the weight training goes, heavier is better. Well supervised, of course. So when you lift heavier, your central nervous system responds, transmitting electrical signals from your brain to your muscles. The heavier the load, the more fibers your central nervous system recruits in response. And remember, more muscle involvement equals more testosterone. One study actually found that circulating total testosterone increases in men immediately after a bout of heavy resistance exercise. So load up that bar, all right? Okay, next, what time you work out is just as important as how you work out. The best time to work out to boost testosterone is in the afternoon. Now, this is interesting because testosterone and cortisol, both the levels naturally peak in the morning. Testosterone has an anabolic effect on muscles. That means it can help your muscles recover and grow. But cortisol is catabolic. It breaks down muscles. Plus, cortisol inhibits testosterone production. So this means testosterone has to compete with cortisol when you work out in the morning. So in the afternoon, both testosterone and cortisol levels are low. So now experts believe that since cortisol is low, the testosterone released in response to exercise is more effective. This unique balance of cortisol and testosterone in the afternoon is better for high-intensity interval training as well. Another study found that afternoon HIIT boosted testosterone produced a more favorable anabolic response than when the same amount of HIIT training was done in the morning. So that's great. Really important to understand that relationship, otherwise kind of defeating the purpose, right? So, okay, so there you have it. And remember, it's never too late to start, and you're never too old to slow your muscle loss. So And now as far as lifting heavy goes, check out the video on my channel. It's called Top 3 Exercises for Safely Building Muscle After 50. Kind of a long title, but you'll get it. I'm going to demonstrate in that video 3 heavy lifts, how to modify them for muscle overload while being friendly on your joints and lower back. So it's important to go heavy, but not at the cost of injuries. So check those videos out. That's 3 exercises, plenty more in that on my channel to learn how to do them correctly, powerlifting moves, okay? All right, guys, good luck with all that. Message me if you have any questions, and please subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.